The Hornets are a lively bunch. It's a close call with the Grizzlies, but I'd say they are the most entertaining team in the league. But between the trade rumors, coach rumors, player rumors, it seems a little bit too unhinged. Let's get into the details. Hornets said they needed a new coach. When asked if they were going to consult with any other players, Mitch, he says, no, we don't need anyone. They got it all figured out. Then the coach that they choose ends up backing out on them.
Curious if the players will be consulted, especially LaMelo, in terms of trying to keep him here about the new head coach going forward in the process.
No, I did not reach out to anybody.
After initially agreeing to a 4-year contract with the Hornets, Kenny Atkinson has now decided he will not take the head coaching job.
The Charlotte Hornets looking for a new head coach. The prowl continues because Golden State Warriors assistant coach Kenny Atkinson decided, hey, I want out.
Kenny came to the interview. Mitch and the guys up there, they thought the interview went great. They judged his character like he's going to fit this team. He verbally agrees, but he doesn't sign anything. The Hornets go ahead and let the news out. They release it publicly that they found a new coach. But then, like I said before, he backs out on them. So maybe they didn't have it all figured out. Maybe they could use someone more as consideration, maybe some of the employees that work there. But let's move on to Miles Bridges, because I told you in the last video that there were some rumors going around about they were willing to trade him for a DeAndre Ayton situation. That's still not completely confirmed, but we're waiting to see.
I like the leap that I've made. I give credit to my teammates and my coaches and my trainers that I put the work in with the summer.
I think that they should keep Miles Bridges.
Things are finally clicking for him. He's a lot more aggressive. He's been pretty much one of the best players in the league, I think. I think he should have been an all-star for sure.
He's been really good this year. He's been fun to watch. Some of the plays that he's seen, that he makes, that, you're sitting there. It's pretty impressive and pretty fun.
Miles Bridges hammers it, full of ferocity.
Windmill and a half-court set. That doesn't happen a lot in association.
Shot clock's down to 5. Bridges gonna have to do something. Another one! Miles Bridges! I love that man! Miles Bridges again! They need about 8 defenders if you're going to stop Miles Bridges right now.
This is incredible.
We want more. Job's not finished. That's what, rest in peace, Kobe. That's what Kobe said. Job's not finished, We want to get to the playoffs. We want to make noise in the playoffs, try to go for a championship.
While Ayton is a great piece, I just believe that the chemistry that they've developed there to take him out of that locker room might do more harm than good. And, there's other centers that they could try to trade for that wouldn't be DeAndre Ayton, but it would be a good filler in. A lot of people have mentioned JaVale McGee, which I agree with that one. And you just got to look and see who fits the best instead of just the best player. But I think keeping Miles would be the best option for now. Also got to talk about Montrez Harold, because everybody knows he got caught with that flower that gets you higher than a tower, and now there's some turmoil on keeping him.
Montrez Harold!
I'm just glad that the Hornets did their part by adding vets, guys like Trez, other guys that just have a strong voice, that people respect.
Blocked. Montrez Harold can't control it, keep it in play, but he got a full fist on that basketball.
When Trez first got here, just his communication just brought all of us together, and he does it on a daily basis.
Montrez score the goal, and he's fouled.
They got good lawyers over there, figure the situation, get it done. It's not that big of a deal. He's been performing. I'm sure this isn't the first time Montrez Harold has ever had that in his presence, and he's been performing. He's like a Pat Bev. He's like a Draymond Green. Him coming off the bench, I just think it's really good for this locker room, good for this team. They need a bully out there. And let's not forget, because the only thing we can remember is that play-in game. But there were times during the season that this team hit a stride, 5 games in a row, 4 games in a row, and not just beating, the Pistons. They were beating some impressive teams.
Fans, the host of what could end up being the game that determines who finishes in 8th in the Eastern Conference, a game with huge implications.
Hornets again with the basketball in the lead. LaMelo from Piscataway, his 3rd straight triple. Miles with the dart into Cody, back out to LaMelo. Oh, my. Well, falling on his wallet. 2 to shoot. Mark's got to throw it up.
One leg. The only way he could get it off.
But it stays for the Hornets. Cody Martin. Again. His nails.
Charlotte winning 119-110 here in Brooklyn. They take the season series and take control of the number 8 position in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Get it done, go back to the crib, man. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, Mo. Let's get right. Straight to it. Yes, sir.
Just us on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Just us.
The Hornets are going to win a ball game. The Hornets trusted what the coaching staff was trying to do. What a performance.
Together on 3. Together on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Credit goes to my coaches and my teammates.
Okay, you okay?
It was super important. Now our job not done. Every game matter, every game counts, so we gotta go out there and give it our best.
Congrats, Terry. Thanks so much.
Hey, boys.
And they come back and have taken their 5th straight victory.
What are you gonna win? Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
We have a mindset that we want to make the playoffs. I feel like everybody's head is on the swivel and that everybody's sense of urgency is picked up. And it's starting to show in our last few games. So we definitely want to make the playoffs, and we don't want to repeat what we did last year.
The team, so much potential. Great to watch, fun to watch, moments of greatness. A lot of those games they lost were in the fourth quarter, killing these teams in the first 3 quarters. Great runs going on and then just collapsing. And that's how you get to the exact same spot you got a season ago. Playing game and abruptly a stop. Now, I see 3 main problems. Number 1 is the team didn't really believe in LaMelo like that. And I don't mean his teammates. I'm talking about the organization. One interview, you're like, oh, I guess they're coming around. The next interview, you're like, dang, they don't really see him as that guy. Number 2, the coach. The coach would not know what plays to call, fumbling the ball, just different things that I would see in the fourth quarter. I say the execution is not there from the coaching. Now, number 3, you need a better skilled big man. Those were the 3 problems that we seen with the Charlotte Hornets that I believe they were addressed. They would have made it past the play-in. Heck, even the first year with LaMelo there. Well, maybe not because he had that injury. But what are they really doing to address these problems? These 3 problems, the belief in LaMelo, the coach, and the big man. Well, the belief in LaMelo, we don't know what they're doing. We seen the Slab magazine. Then we seen Mitch talking about some, I'll consult a player if he's there for 10 years or whatever. And then you see the coaching. They don't have the coach. It just stops. So how does a new coach feel coming in that you've already interviewed that he's not your first option? How does that make you feel as the coach? And then a center, are you going to have to trade Miles to get the one that you want? It's a lot of disarray, a lot of uncertainty. As far as the belief in LaMelo, I think you just need to do it. You've seen what he's done the first 2 years, despite, really giving him the keys. Yes, I said the keys. I don't care if he has the ball in his hand because he's the point guard coming down the court. We know it's got to come back to him. We know the plays you got to run. We know the tempo. And then the coach, you got to bridge the gap. You got to consult somebody on the team. You got to pick one leader and say, we're going to talk with you. It's not a LeBron and he's controlling everything, but it's someone you have a conversation with. And then, a center, if you got to trade Miles Bridges, that just doesn't work. I believe, come down one tier. You're at the top tier of the centers. Aiden, he is the type of center of the future. And then Plumlee is kind of the past. Let's come up in the middle. Let's find someone who can run, who's young, who can leap, who has good hands, and run it back with the first and the second problem addressed. LaMelo having the keys and the coach basically being better. Sorry, Borrego, but the coach being better and not fumbling the bag in the fourth. You guys let me know how you feel about the problems I said that are persisting and everything I talked about in this video. Comment below. I'm going to show you also a little picture day too. That'll be good to end this video.
Picture day, you feel me? Hey, please post that, please. Ignore him, man. He tripping.
I'm telling my grandkids we the Rolling Stones.
How's picture day and you ain't getting cheese?
Hey.
And they're in this league for 5, 10, 12 years. then maybe I'd have a discussion.
Nice smile.
We have more talent than we had last year. So for us just to put it to waste, I feel like that would definitely be a failure for us. So we definitely just want to continue to play hard and see where it gets us.